But other cars, more expensive cars, have like 5 chambers, so it takes a little bit longer. But the actual detectability by the police is very low, based on like a range, sort of a visual range. So, police are after Dan now. Oh, that cop just saw you. Whoa, 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 go for it. Alright, so somebody asked us to actually show some destructibility by smashing up our car a little bit. I think we're probably going to see this right now as Dan... Whoa, Dan, that was brutal, dude. What the hell was that? You're an animal. You're an animal. Alright, so now Dan's making a quick getaway in his Jefferson... Is it Jefferson Provincial? Oh my god, he's going crazy now. So look, you can see the destructibility of the world. The physics adds a nice touch. You actually look forward at your car, Dan, now, smashing it up. You see we have a pretty good deformation model, you know. Cars will get shot up and tyres will burst, glass will smash. Thanks, was that deliberate or what? What is your problem? Alright, let's look again, Alright. Well, anyway, let's fix it up, man. Let's take it to the garage or something. I think there's one just on, yeah, there's one here.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. Well, you choose the one you look down. Oh, dude. Oh. What did that guy say? I was having a good day till I met you. Oh. Alright, can you, maybe, while we're having this change, why don't you turn the radio station on? 3 radio stations in the game. There's 120 licensed tracks. We announced the soundtrack, I think, yesterday on the community page, Elizabeth, didn't we? And we're pretty excited by the song list that Jack and his team over Rick Fox Sounds sort of managed to put together. You know, it really, really sort of was key to us from creating that flavour, creating that atmosphere. Have all these great tunes on the game. Let's try a different garage, dude. I'm just like asking for trouble here. Let's look at the maps. Oh well, you've not actually uncovered them. I know where there's one. All right, cool. Now that's where the advantage of playing the game several times. And of course you'll be able to look at your map back home when you open up your fresh box of collector's edition goodness. Learn all the little back alleys and the secret sort of ways to get to the good stuff. You know, you don't have to literally look at the map. So I think Elizabeth's wafting at me again. So what does she possibly need?
Well, first off, I want to say that someone says their grandfather drives better.
What can I
than
do
you
you for,
Dan.
pal?
Also, people are asking about what the differences between the difficulties are.
For you, no problem.
It's a good question. Right, let me just talk people through this, and then I'll answer that specifically. And also, yeah, my son drives better than you do, and he's 5 weeks old, dude. All right, so what Dan's doing actually here, he's legalising the car. He's going to repair the car. You change the plates. And he's going to spray the car colour because he's got a little bit of. I think Joe's actually paying for that. So actually, he's upgraded his car. One of the cool things you can do in Mafia. So, what colour are you going to actually paint your car now, Dan?
Probably the best colour in the game, I think.
What's that?
Happens to be
Schmittou Brown. There you go, Schmittou Brown. All right. So, all right now, Tommy there is polishing up the car. Nice.
Thanks a lot.
All right. So now the car's legal. Dan can go about. Hopefully, not run over any old ladies, and it will stay legal.
I'll try and better than Grandpa's.
So specifically the question that Elizabeth just asked, let's come back to that. The difficulties. So the difference in the difficulties is it's a very marginal thing, but it's more tailored towards the realistic vibe of the game, you know. Dan's playing on medium right now, which is going to be perfectly fine for a lot of people in the game, but those people that want a more realistic, more taxing experience, you're going to want to play it on hard. Also, there's more achievement points and trophies and things like that when you play it on hard. But the things that we've tweaked are things like the regenerating health is much more slower on the harder difficulties. Like for instance, on the easier difficulties, you just want to take in the story. You know, it's going to regenerate very, very quickly. As well as that, there's some really technical stuff that we do with sort of damage and fire and the spread of bullets and there's lots of very minor values that all come together to sort of be tweaked. So basically, what you end up with is you feel more fragile, I think, as a player, but then the enemies maybe feel more deadly. But
it
not
seems more natural. It's not, you know, we don't just add a large number onto one thing. You know, it's very tuned specifically to have it a natural feeling.
Yeah, and one of the things we spent ages on, Dan himself actually, spent a lot of time with focus testers. We had like not random guys off the street, but people off the street who are hardcore gamers come in, sit with us and play the game for a week, and we sit and watch them. You know, we've been doing that for like 4, 5, 6 months here in the US, in the UK, and even the Czech Republic as well. So it's something that we're really keen to do at 2K, is to really make sure our games are really nicely balanced. And Elizabeth's wafting it as again. So I'm just another question.
Why don't we go back to my place and play house?
So,
Be the door and I'll
another
slide.
question a lot of people have been asking is
Hey,
how
you
do
measure
you
7
upgrade
soft.
houses, how
You don't
many
have to
different
be good with
houses or
words.
apartments
You get
once
my
you get
drift?
throughout the course of the game?
So it's a good question. It is a good question, and one of the things we didn't really want to do, because again, our thing is we want things to feed into the story. We don't allow the player to sort of choose. It's kind of done naturally through the story. So as you kind of think about, a good thing to think about is Henry Hill in Goodfellas. His show of wealth really reflects his status in the Mafia, and we do it a lot in the game. You do have several different apartments. I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. 4, 5.
Yeah.
As you progress through, you kind of come into contact with the player. Doesn't make the conscious decision. It's done through the story. You know, we want Vito to become a made man. Dan, just so you know, Dan's not lost. He's just playing for time here while I'm talking, because this next cutscene is brilliant. So I really want you to take it in. So. Yeah, it's something. Let's head towards Brusky, but yeah, it's something that we've done through the story. So you kind of upgrade your apartment as you go through the story, as you become a more sort of recognised character.
Hey, look who's here, Mikey boy. What's going on? Shit, Mike. You can wash your fucking hands once in a while. Now I need a fucking bed.
Hey, I've been working. Working people occasionally get dirty, you know. Besides, I just wiped them off.
With what? The same fucking rag you used to clean the toilet, you filthy fuck?
Put a lid on them. What are you, from the health department, or you want to do some business?
Business, of course. This here's my friend Vito. Vito, this is Mike Brewski. But don't shake his hand. I ain't got that much soap at home.
Nice to meet you, Vito.
Me and Vito go way back. He just come back from overseas and he needs some cash. So I figure he can help with your supply problem. I can vouch for him.
Uh-huh. Okay. Joe told you about our side business, right?
Yeah.
I only want regular cars, nothing fancy. You get a cut of every car. I take as many as I can handle. And don't bring no cops around, okay? They follow you here. I don't know your ass from Jesus. You get me?
Got it.
God damn it, Mike! You put your grubby mitts on my fucking coat. I paid a fortune for this thing.
All right, calm down or I'll stick 'em up your ass, you sissy.
You know, dry cleaning costs these
Jesus
days
Christ.
plenty, and who knows if they can even get this filled
You
out.
shut up. Vito, listen to me. I need a Walter coupe today. I got a few people looking for parts, but I can't find a car.
Because you don't know where to look. Every time I drive down Hunter's, I see one parked by a bar there. I think the place is called the Lone Star.
Isn't that a mall in your neighborhood? I'll stick out like a sore thumb.
All right, look, I'll give you $350 for it. It's worth the risk, right?
400.
All right, deal.
Vito, come on, let's go. Andiamo. Meantime, I'll be sending you the cleaning bill for my coat.
Yeah, I'll change my address, you rat prick.
Okay, listen up. This is your maiden voyage, so to speak. So try not to fuck it up, eh? Here, Vito, take this, just in case.
Hey, nice. Hey, Mike, you mind if I test this thing out here?
Sure. Knock yourself out. Here you go. Aim for that old wreck over there.
So Dan's going to
try
what?
my hand at the gun here.
Yeah. You can see some of the destructibility actually. Why don't you show off some of the? You show the destructibility of the cars. It's a good point of Danny. So you can see the tyres can get shot out. What's cool about that is the police actually shoot them out during chases or use stingers on the road and stuff.
Yeah, roadblocks.
Whoa.
Can I leave gas in that thing?
There's a Polak joke there, but I'll leave it alone.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Fuck you.
Again, Jack Scalisi there. Finest hour.
All right, I got a couple more questions. Let's just batch them. How many guns are in the game? How many cars?
Whoa, let's do one at a time quickly.
Okay, how many
so guns in the game, there's roughly between 10 to 20, I want to say, Dan.
Yeah.
And there's lots of variations of the pistol, for instance, lots of variations. Yeah. Generally, there's machine guns, shotguns, pistolers, rifles, shotguns, grenades, Molotovs, and then different versions of them. For instance, there's a Magnum, there's a Colt 1911, the two feel very, very different. So anything you think a Mafia guy would use in the 1940s and 50s, I think that's the easiest way to look at it. Next.
How about how many cars?
So how many cars or vehicles generally? There's over 50, under 70, I don't know what the exact number is. The coolest thing is though, you can really, as you saw earlier with Dan, you can really take any car in the game and really put your own spin on it. Dan likes driving around in Schmatoo Brown, so he's doing that, you know, and you can tune up your vehicle